Did you know that tonight, while you sleep, your body may be destroying your own muscles every night for 8 hours in silence? And if you are over 55, this is probably already happening. Think about what time you ate protein last night. If you had dinner at 7 and went to bed at 10, your body spent 12 hours without amino acids, without the material to maintain your muscles. This has a name. It's called silent fasting, and it's one of the most devastating enemies of your muscle mass. After age 50. Hello, today I'm going to reveal the 7 exact proteins from the Signal 7 protocol, so that tonight, your muscles repair while you rest, instead of breaking down. Before explaining each one, let me quickly name them: cottage cheese, plain Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, tuna in water, warm milk, boiled chicken and salmon. 7 proteins, all affordable. And I almost guarantee you already have one of them in your kitchen right now. My name is Dr. Raul Navarro, a physician, specializing in strategic nutrition for senior citizens. I have been working with patients for over 15 years. People aged 50 to 80 arrive with the same feeling. Their legs aren't what they used to be, they tire faster, and no one explains why. I saw my own father go through it, an active man who suddenly felt his legs betrayed him. That's why I set out to understand exactly what happens in the body during the night. Hello, today I'm going to speak to you as if I were sitting in front of you in my office, straight to the point, because the body doesn't lose muscle due to age. It loses it due to a lack of strategic signaling. What I'm sharing with you today, I call the Signaling Protocol 7. Many patients tell me, "Doctor, I'm looking thinner. My legs don't have the same strength anymore." But my doctor says everything is fine. And almost always, my answer is the same. The problem isn't in the tests. It's in what happens during the night. There's a process that specialists call sarcopenia. It's the progressive loss of muscle mass that begins around age 40 and progresses silently. One day you notice that climbing stairs is harder, that getting up from a chair requires more effort, that your legs no longer support you as they used to. Before, think of your muscles as the pillars of a house. When those pillars weaken, the whole structure grows. We lose between 3 and 8% of muscle mass per decade after 30. And after 50, that loss accelerates, especially in the legs and buttocks. A 68-year-old patient told me, "Doctor, I can no longer get up from the chair by myself. My daughter has to help me." That's not old age. That's sarcopenia, and it has a solution. Overnight, fasting causes your body, by not receiving amino acids, it takes the ones it needs from your own muscles. It's like asking a bricklayer to work without bricks. He ends up dismantling the structure to get materials. We're not talking about bodybuilding. Today we're talking about getting up without help, carrying your grandchildren, continuing to be the pillar of your family. There's a myth that has been destroying the muscle health of millions of older people for decades. It goes like this: you shouldn't eat before sleeping. If you believed it until now, don't blame yourself. Nobody taught us the difference, and it's a fundamental difference. When you eat simple carbohydrates at night, your body converts them into glucose and stores them as fat. If you don't use them, yes, it can affect sleep and metabolic health. But protein works completely differently. Amino acids are not stored as fat. They are used immediately to repair tissues and build muscle. And digesting protein requires energy, which means your body burns calories while you sleep. Nighttime protein does not make you fat. Nighttime protein sends a signal. The signal your muscles have been waiting for hours is not magic. It's biology. And tonight you can start taking advantage of it. Thanks. When you fall asleep, your body does not turn off. Enters repair mode. During the first 2 hours, it releases the largest amount of growth hormone of the entire day. This hormone coordinates the repair of your tissues, especially your muscles, but it needs building blocks. The amino acids in protein are those building blocks. Without them, the nighttime architect can't build anything. Not all proteins work the same at night. Fast digesting proteins release amino acids in 2 hours and then disappear. Slow digesting proteins release them gradually over 6 to 8 hours. This is the difference between a jet of water that lasts 2 minutes and a drip irrigation system that feeds your muscles all night long. Muscle doesn't understand age. It understands the signal. And the most powerful signal is a slow digesting protein, consumed between 30 and 60 minutes before bedtime. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., your ideal window is between 9 and 9:30 a.m., the optimal amount. 5 g per kilogram of body weight if you weigh 70 kg. You need 35 g before sleeping. If you weigh 80 kg, 40G. It's not about eating more. It's about distributing better. The first signal of the protocol, signal 7. The first protein is the one I call the silent queen of the night, cottage cheese. Also known as cottage cheese. The casein in cottage cheese, upon reaching the stomach, reacts with gastric acid and forms a gel. This gel is slowly digested, gradually releasing amino acids for a full 7 or 8 hours. Imagine an irrigation system installed in your muscles. All night long, drop by drop, your body receives exactly what it needs to build and repair. The ideal amount, 200G of natural cottage cheese, provides between 28 and 35G of high-quality protein. The preparation recommended: 200G of plain ricotta without added sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 10 chopped walnuts. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar overnight. Walnuts provide healthy fats that further slow down digestion. Always choose plain ricotta, without added sugars, without artificial preservatives. Check the label. If it contains carrageenan, leave it. This additive can cause intestinal inflammation and reduce protein absorption. Equivalents by country. In Argentina, look for fresh ricotta without additives. In Venezuela or Colombia, fresh white curd. In Spain, natural whipped fresh cheese. This protein is especially effective for people over 60 and for those with a slow metabolism. Note for people with stage 3 or more advanced kidney disease. Consult your doctor before consuming this amount of protein. Your kidney has limitations in processing animal protein in high doses, and your case requires personalized guidance. The second sign, natural Greek yogurt, has an advantage that goes far beyond the protein itself. It contains casein and 80-20 whey protein. This gives it double action. Rapid initial release of amino acids, followed by sustained release for hours. But the real difference lies in the probiotics. An inflamed gut can reduce amino acid absorption by up to 40%. The probiotics in Greek yogurt gradually improve that absorption. It's like not only sending the signal to your muscles, but also enhancing the antenna so it arrives stronger. 250G of plain Greek yogurt provides between 25 and 30G of protein. Mix it with a tablespoon of chia seeds. Soak for 10 minutes beforehand. Chia provides fiber that feeds the probiotics and slows down digestion. 2. Choose plain Greek yogurt without added sugar. With more than 10G of protein per 100G in Mexico. Phage or Chobani in the plain version in Argentina. Iloli Greek in Spain. Oikos plain. It is especially beneficial for people with digestive problems, for those who have recently taken antibiotics, and for people with diabetes or prediabetes, because it stabilizes glucose overnight. The third signal. You probably have it right now in your refrigerator. Hard-boiled eggs. Eggs have the highest biological score of all natural foods, contain all the essential amino acids in the exact proportions the body needs, but there's something else that makes them special for nighttime. They're rich in tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin. This means they not only nourish your muscles while you sleep, but also improve sleep quality. Deeper sleep releases more growth hormone, boosting the entire nighttime anabolic signal. They also contain choline, essential for muscle function, which most older adults consume in insufficient amounts. Nature has put everything your muscles need into the egg. We just need to know when to use it. Preparation. 3 hard-boiled eggs with 2 tablespoons of natural hummus, approximately 30G. Protein. Smooth digestion. Amino acids from complementary sources. Boil them for 8 to 10 minutes. Cooked protein is more bioavailable and easier to digest. Practical tip. Prepare them on Sunday. They last all week in the refrigerator and are ready when you need them. The fourth signal. We've reached the protein that generates the most questions in my consultation. The one I promised you at the beginning of this video. And I understand that upon hearing, your first reaction will be surprise. It's tuna in water. Many patients tell me, "Doctor, I already consume. I eat protein at night and I don't notice a difference." And almost always my answer is the same. They're probably consuming it, but they're not utilizing it optimally. Tuna demonstrates exactly why. I know what you're thinking. Tuna before bed, doctor? Isn't that too heavy for the night? Let me explain. Because what I'm about to tell you will completely change your perspective on this food. Tuna has the highest concentration of leucine of any common food on the market. And leucine isn't just any amino acid. It's the master switch of synthesis, muscle protein. Without enough leucine, the building process is not activated. No matter how much protein you consume, While other proteins contain between 8 and 10% leucine, tuna contains up to 15%. And when that leucine combines with the omega-3s in tuna, something powerful happens. Omega-3 is incorporated into the membranes of muscle cells and makes them more sensitive to the anabolic signal. Leucine sends the signal. Omega-3 enhances the antenna. Together, the two multiply the result. A 150 g can provides you with between 35 and 40 g of pure protein, with more than 3 g of leucine and the correct preparation. Mix a can of tuna in water with half a ripe avocado, mashed, and a pinch of sea salt. Avocado provides fats that slow down digestion and improve the absorption of omega-3s. Do not eat it directly from the can. Caution due to mercury. Do not consume tuna more than 3 or 4 times per week. Alternate with the other proteins in the protocol. The fifth sign. The fifth protein is the one our grandmothers already knew, without scientific studies. Through pure wisdom, passed down from generation. It's warm milk before bed. And science today proves our grandmothers right. But with one detail that completely changes the results. Milk contains casein and whey protein. Digestion begins quickly because it's liquid. And then the casein forms. ITS. It's gel for sustained release throughout the night. Temperature matters more than you think. Warm milk, between 40 and 45 degrees Celsius, stimulates the release of serotonin, which is converted into melatonin. Deeper sleep means more growth hormone. More growth hormone means a stronger signal for your muscles. Here comes the detail I want to make very clear. Turmeric needs fat to be absorbed properly. Without fat, it passes by without the body using it. The correct preparation is this: warm whole milk, not skimmed, a pinch of turmeric, cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of coconut oil. The coconut oillet is essential for turmeric absorption. Cinnamon regulates blood sugar overnight, just like our grandmothers did with cinnamon. Science today explains exactly why they were right. 300 ml of whole milk provides approximately 25 g of protein. It is especially beneficial for those over 70 years old and for those who have difficulty falling asleep. The sixth sign. The sixth protein is the most economical and versatile in the protocol, and it is also the one that generates the most preparation errors. It is boiled chicken. 120 grams of chicken breast. Boiled chicken provides between 35 and 40 grams of lean protein with a complete profile of essential amino acids and a medium digestion time of 3 to 4 hours. The most common mistake is cooking it until it's dry and tough. Overcooked protein is difficult to digest, and at night the digestive system works more slowly. The result is stomach discomfort that affects sleep quality, the exact opposite of what we want. The correct technique: boil water with salt, 2 cloves of garlic, and a bay leaf. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to a simmer minimum and add the chicken breast. Cook for 15-20 minutes over low heat. The chicken should be juicy and tender, not rubby. Once cooked, shred it and mix it with a little of the cooking broth. Sea salt and herbs to taste. Practical tip: prepare several portions on Sunday. Store them in 120 g containers in the refrigerator. They last all week and only need to be heated before eating. It's ideal for those looking to lose weight while maintaining muscle, and for those with dairy intolerance. The seventh sign. The seventh. The most powerful protein in the protocol, and also the one that requires the most care in terms of consumption timing, is salmon. Salmon is not just a source of protein. It's a protein that is also a natural anti-inflammatory and muscle sensitivity activator, all in one food. The omega-3 fatty acids in salmon are incorporated into the membranes of muscle cells, making them more sensitive to the anabolic signal. It's like updating your muscle's operating system. The same signal that previously arrived with interference now arrives with much greater clarity. Furthermore, chronic inflammation of low grade is one of the biggest enemies of muscle. After 50, it reduces protein synthesis and accelerates its breakdown. Salmon attacks this problem at its root. 150 g provides you with approximately 35 g of high-quality protein, along with the highest concentration of omega-3 of any common food. And here's the warning you shouldn't forget. If you consume salmon after 10 p.m., you can experience the opposite effect of what salmon is intended to have. It requires more digestive energy than other proteins. Consumed too late. The system. The digestive system remains active during the first few hours of sleep. What exactly are? When your body releases the most growth hormone, the right time. 60 minutes before bedtime, never after 10 p.m. The ideal preparation: steamed salmon with lemon and dill or gently boiled. Avoid preparations with a lot of oil or strong spices before sleeping. Note for those taking anticoagulants such as warfarin. Consult your doctor before increasing your salmon intake. Omega-3 in high doses has a mild anticoagulant effect. This is not a reason to avoid it, but to adjust the frequency with medical guidance. 7 signs. 7 opportunities that you have tonight to work with your biology and not against it. Let me tell you something before I close. A few months ago, Doña Teresa, 71 years old, came to my office. A woman who took care of her family all her life, who cooked for everyone, who never complained about anything. She arrived with a specific and painful complaint for her. Doctor, I can no longer play with my grandchildren in the yard. I get tired after 5 minutes. I feel like a burden. The first thing I asked her was what she ate at night. She answered toast and tea. I asked her for just one adjustment: cottage cheese with nuts and cinnamon, 30 minutes before bed. Every night. After a week, the doctor told me, my legs already feel stronger. After 3 weeks, I was playing with my grandchildren in the yard. One adjustment, one sign, that was all. If you consistently apply the Signal 7 protocol, you will notice concrete changes: stronger legs and arms, better stability when walking, faster recovery after exercise, and sustained energy throughout the day that you may not have felt in a long time. Remember the 7 signs: cottage cheese, plain Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, tuna in water, warm whole milk, boiled chicken, salmon. You don't have to start with all 7 at the same time. Start tonight with the one you already have on hand. An adjustment, a sign. That's enough to begin. Consistency does the rest, not because they are magic foods, but because finally you will be working with your biology and not against it. It's not magic, it's health. It's a strategy applied intelligently and consistently. Share this video on WhatsApp with a family member or friend over 55. It could be the information that changes their quality of life. And tell me in the comments which of these 7 proteins you already have at home and you're going to start using tonight. In the next video, I'll show you the 5 exact exercises that boost these proteins, and you can do them at home without any equipment in 15 minutes a day, some even from bed, before sleeping. Click here to watch it. See you in the next one. Bye.